The following video is sponsored in part by Smudgy Games. Visit www.smudgygames.com to check their site out. They sell a variety of Pokemon related stuff such as plushies, beanies, and Pokemon crate boxes. The links to their site will be in the description. And don't forget to enter Tesla at checkout. That's TELSA in all lowercase letters. SmudgyGames.com. Check them out. What is going on, Mousetrap? It is Tesla here, bringing in OU tier Wi-Fi Battle, and we are taking on Kevorn, a viewer of mine on my stream, and he is running an impressive sand team. I'm bringing myself a Mega Scizor team that I built a few weeks ago. On my team, we have Rotomouse, Clefable, Starmie, Mega Scizor, Landorus T, and Hydreigon. On my opponent's team, he has Garchomp, Latios, Wrachi, Tyranitar, Landorus T, and Conkeldurr. The thing I need to watch out for is to make sure I don't try to burn anything while he has Conkeldurr alive, because if I get that Conkeldurr a Guts boost, it is going to really suck. The Wrachi could be Scarf, and if I was looking at this team as a betting man, I would have assumed that the Latios was the Defogger. So yeah, and it could be Mega Garchomp, to be honest. I mean, he could be running Tyranitar as the Sand Setter, and Garchomp as the Mega. However, that is actually not going to be the case here, as he will be running bulky Garchomp to set rocks and Mega Tyrannitar. So very interesting stuff here. My team can pretty much fare well with his team to a certain extent. Hydreigon isn't really going to be able to do much to the Tyranitar or the Conkeldurr. My Landorus T is going to be key to deal with the Wrachi, the Latios, if it's not Scarfed, the Tyranitar, and his own Landorus T even. Rotomouse can actually pretty much wall out the Wrachi, can deal with the Garchomp and the Landorus T, and even the Tyranitar easily. So I do feel like I got a team advantage in this battle, but we're going to see how Kevorn fights to fend off our team here, as we take him on with our Mega Scizor team versus his Mega Tyrannitar team in this fantastic OU battle. Grab a seat, guys, grab a drink and a snack, because this is going to be a doozy. My opponent is going to lead off with Garchomp, and I'm going to lead off with Whisk Me Away, the Rotomouse. I was going to go for Will-O-Wisp, but I figured they had the Conkeldurr in back, so I'd switch it in. So he just switches Garchomp out and go right into Conkeldurr, as I do go for a Hydro Pump, predicting that. My Hydro Pump does miss. I'm going to go for a Volt Switch, and I'm going to switch right into Clefable, as I don't believe he's carrying Poison Jab. So he goes to, I believe, the knockoff here. He goes to the knockoff, predicting the switch, and that's going to take off my Clefable's leftovers. And he's actually going to switch out of his Conkeldurr going to Wrachi as I go for a T-Wave, predicting that. If I had T-Wave the Conkeldurr and had Poison Jab, my Clefable would have been fucked. But anyways, I'm going to withdraw Clefable. I'm going to go right into Whisk Me Away the Rotomouse in case he decides to go for like a Zen Headbutt or something. He goes for a Thunder Wave. He gets fully paralyzed. I'm going to go for a Hydro Pump on his Wrachi. And that's going to do about like 20%, give or take. His Wrachi gets healed with the leftovers. I'm going to go for a Volt Switch and switch out and go to, I believe, Starmie, I want to say. Now I'm going to Redox Landorus T in case he decides to go for like, I don't know, U-turn or something, or another Thunder Wave. 15-78 off. His Wrachi is fully paralyzed, and his Wrachi gets healed leftovers. I believe I go for a knockoff here and switch to his own Landorus T. Yeah, he's expecting an Earthquake, but I do go for knockoff. It does knock off his Lando T's Choice Band, so he's running a Choice Banded Lando in this match. I'm going to withdraw my Lando T, go into Whisk Me Away Rotomouse, and he's going to go for a U-turn on my Rotom, expecting that switch. He's going to go right to his Latios here. I was debating switching to Clefable or Mega Scizor, because I wasn't sure which set this was. So going to Clefable, expecting a possible Draco Meteor. He's actually going to go for Side Shock, and that's going to do a shit ton of damage without a critical hit. So let's tell you, this Latios might be choice specs. I'm a hard switch Clefable. I'm going to go right to Slate to Mega Scizor. I'm not really sure why I did that. We go to a Side Shock again. And to do about 40%. I'm going to go for a Bug Bite, expecting a Wrachi switch. He switches his Lando T here, as I do get my Mega Evolution off. I do go for the Bug Bite. He gets a -1 on my Mega Scizor though, so I do hit the Bug Bite. It's not going to do too much Lando T. Now I'm going to take this opportunity to try to set up Swords Dance here, but he goes to a Rock Slide, and I'm hoping it doesn't flinch, and of course it flinches. And he goes for Earthquake, and that will knock out my Mega Scizor. So that's already one down on my side. I'm going to go on Trishula, the Hydreigon. I'm going to go for a U-turn. I'm not expecting him to stay yet. I'm actually expecting him to switch out into Jirachi, and he does just that. So I do have switch initiative here. I am running 2 Scarfers on this team, Trishula and Lando T. And I go to Beyblade to start me. Because at the very least, if he sets up rocks with his Jirachi, I can just rapid spin them away. Goes to T-Wave on my Starmie and just switch out Natural Cure. So go for a Scald. It's not going to do too much to his Jirachi. And his Jirachi does go for Wish, so he's running especially defensive Jirachi. And it's me. I'm going to go for yet another Scald here. And it's almost going to take out the Jirachi, but not quite. So he's going to get fully Wish recovered. He goes for a T-Wave on my Starmie. And now Starmie's paralyzed. And fortunately, I am running Natural Cure, so I don't have to worry about Starmie being paralyzed forever. So Jirachi gets its HP back. I'm going to try to go for another Scald, get fully paralyzed. He's going to try to go for something and gets fully paralyzed. And Jirachi gets healed with the leftovers. He's going to withdraw his Jirachi and go into Kim the Conkeldurr. As I do go for Scald, he's probably hoping that he'll get burned by Scald, and fortunately it does not burn him. I'm going to hard switch my Starmie out and go right into Clefable, because I can take this opportunity to get full health back or recover some health. He goes to a knockoff, and I'm going to go for a Soft Boiled here, expecting him to switch out, but he does not switch out. He stays in, and he goes for Rock Slide, which is interesting. So I guess he runs Rock Slide as Conkeldurr as a Talonflame prediction switch-in thing. He goes into Tyranitar, so do go for the Moonblast, and that's going to do decent damage, so it's not going to really do much due to the Sandstorm increasing Tyranitar's special defense by 50%. He has special attack drop, doesn't really matter. He goes to the Mega Evolution. I go for a T-Wave here, I believe, in case I somehow live a Rock Slide or a Sonotron. And I'm actually faster, which is telling me this is not a speed invested Tyranitar at all. He's fully paralyzed. I'm going to go for a Moonblast again, because I just want to sack out the Clefable at this rate, even though I really shouldn't, because he has Conkeldurr in the back. And Stone Edge is going to knock out my Clefable, so Clefable is down. Then I'm going to Redox the Lando T here, get the Intimidate off. I'm going to go for a U-turn, and that should knock out the Tyranitar, and that it does. So that's one down on his side, I believe, unless I lost count. So Redox Lando T goes back to my party, and in comes Trishula here. Because at the worst case scenario, especially if something I don't like a Trishula fight, I can just go for a U-turn. So I'm going to go for a U-turn with Trishula. It's not going to do much to Conkeldurr at all, but I'm going to switch it out and go right back into Lando T, or Redox Lando T, and get the Intimidate off. Hoping that it does not go for Ice Punch. I don't believe it does have Ice Punch because he revealed Drain Punch just now. He has Knockoff and he has Rock Slide, so I don't think he's carrying Ice Punch on his Conkeldurr. So he's going to withdraw his Conkeldurr. He's going to switch out and go into Garchomp here, as I do believe I go for a U-turn. I do go for a U-turn, and this will tell me if he's a bulky chunk, because if he has Rock Helmet, it's definitely a defensive one. So I do take Rough Skin and Rock Helmet damage, telling me that this is most likely to be a Stealth Rock Setter. I go to Trishula. And I'm going to go for a U-turn, expecting him to switch into Jirachi. He does switch into Jirachi. No, I go for a Draco Meteor, actually. So I go for a Draco Meteor. And the reason why I did that is in case he's kept Garchomp in predicting a U-turn. So I couldn't allow him to get his Rock Step. But yeah, I'm going to hard switch my Trishula out. And I'm going to go right into my Rotom Wash here. As my opponent is going to switch out as well. Basically double out and go into Latios. So now I'm like, oh fuck, I don't really have a good way to deal with this thing. So I'm going to hard switch my Rotom Wash out. I'm going to go right into Beyblade to start and basically sack it off here. I mean, if he gets rocks up on my side of the field, it's whatever. I really need something to sack off here. I want to keep both my Scarfers alive for the end of the match. This Beyblade Starmie gets knocked out. I'm going to go right into Trishula here. And I believe I go for a Dink Pulse, or Dark Pulse rather. He switches out Latios and goes right into Jirachi. And the Dark Pulse is going to obliterate Jirachi, even especially defensive. So that's pretty good on me. Next out comes Garchomp, and I'm not going to keep Hydreigon in because no Dark Pulse will be at best a 2-hit KO from that range. So I'm going to whisk me away the Rotom Wash. He sets up his rocks, and fortunately I do have a good position here where I can just basically destroy the rest of his team with Draco Meteors. He goes like Kim the Conkeldurr expecting a Will-O-Wisp, and I go for the Hydro Pump instead, which fortunately it does connect. And I'm going to go for a second Hydro Pump here to hopefully knock out the Conkeldurr. And it will definitely take it out. So I believe he's only left with Garchomp and Latios and Lando T. He goes into Latios. I basically keep Rotom Wash in to sack it off to Draco Meteor so you get free switch into Trishula the Hydreigon. Rotom Wash is going to get knocked out. And I'm going to send in my Trishula. And I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse. So I do go for a Dark Pulse, and my opponent's going to switch out into, I believe, his Lando T. Yep, he's going to switch on his Lando T, and Dark Pulse is going to knock out the Lando T. Could went for Draco Meteors, but I didn't really want Hydreigon to suffer the -2 from the special attack draw. I'm going to hard switch my Hydreigon out and go into Lando T. I'm feeling like this is the end of the match I was about to lose, but he makes a play where he goes for Dragon Tail. He doesn't have Dragon Claw on it, which, you know, normal bulky Garchomps don't have Dragon Claw. So he goes for Dragon Tail, forces my Lando T out, and back out comes my Trishula, since that's the only other Mon left, which allows me to go for a Draco Meteor. So I'm going to hit a Draco Meteor on the Garchomp, and that's going to knock it out, putting my Trishula at -2. It really works out for me, because now I can just get some damage off on the lives, which I'm pretty sure is specs by now. And Draco Meteor is going to do about 60 to 70% to Latios at -2, or 80% even. It goes to Draco Meteor himself, and that's going to knock out Hydreigon. Thus, it gives my Scarf Lando T a free switch in here. So, Trishula is knocked out. And next out comes Redox Lando T. We're going to go for that nice knockoff here, and that will be game, set, and match as we do knock out the choice specs off of that Latios. And that will be it. So it was a very good battle. I just questioned my decision of not switching Clefable out for Hydreigon when I figured that the Latios was specs. But I guess I just want to set out the free switch and whatnot. Either way, the game played out the way I wanted it to. I ended up picking up the win, even though it was in a 1-0 fashion. And Kevorn really put up a great fight in this battle. So, good game, dude. Really do appreciate that match. You played well. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this Wi-Fi Battle, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, of course, if you want to see more fantastic Wi-Fi Battle action. And I will catch you all on the flip side. And remember, stay salty, Rage Quitters. Stay salty. Woo woo!